Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back to another Rome 2 Siege view here today, and we have a bunch of Legionnaires in front of us here today as Rome is participating in today's siege battle. We have a 3v3 here, and Rome is allying up with a couple of rivals, historical rivals, but then who isn't a rival of Rome? I mean, they just pissed off everyone, really. We have Epirus here, you know, obviously the Pyrrhic Wars between Pyrrhus and Rome in southern Italy. And parts of Greece as well. That was, you know, obviously big old bash there. The Romans just about survived from, and an even greater threat to Rome, Carthage, Hannibal and his elephants, now allying up with Rome to take on a Hellenic alliance here of Egypt, Massalia, and Macedon. So we've got, yeah, 3 Greek factions defending the most holy of Greek cities, Athens, the center of the Greek world here in this 3v3, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes down. Rome 2 Siege does keep the Doctor away, as everyone knows, and this is an insane siege, I've been told. It comes down to the wire, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one goes. We've got Hastati already coming into the city here, Massalian hoplites preparing to defend in this one here. I'm very intrigued to see how Massalia does in this one against 3, I would say, much stronger powers than themselves. I'd say all these factions, I mean, they're all base factions, none of them DLC, so, and usually the base faction, you could argue, a bit more fleshed out, a bit more well-rounded, I would say, in most cases. So yeah, it should be interesting to see how Massalia does. Egypt and Macedon also into that sort of, like, release faction sort of basket that you put them into. Yeah, this 3v3, I'm really looking forward to it. You guys have been enjoying the Rome 2 content as well, and if you want to see more Rome 2 action, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're getting close to 13,000 subscribers, which I never thought we'd ever get to. And feel free to comment as well. Let me know your thoughts on the battle. Who you're rooting for. Are you rooting for the defenders? Are you rooting for the attackers? Put in your vote now. Do let me know down below. And yeah. Sit back, get yourself some snacks, get yourself a drink, maybe a beer, maybe a water if you can't drink, and prepare for a glorious, glorious siege here. What a waste of a torso side, just knocking down that artillery piece, really. And now they're kind of like, excuse me, coming through, we'd like to knock down this wall. And the Carthaginians having none of it. They're going to knock down the wall themselves. See already, yep, that's already good to go. And there you go, plenty of breach points opened up. I don't think they can knock down this one now. I think this one will be bugged out. I could be wrong. Some walls get kind of bugged out as soon as you try and knock down like the bit in the middle. Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, either way, they've got some big breach points here they do not need to worry about. And they've got towers as well for some bizarre reason, just to put their troops on. Interesting choice. I mean, they're pretty damaged as well, and getting more fire damage by the moment. And with that going on, Rome has started his offensive. There's Hastati jabbing away, and the wall collapses down on the Massalians next to them. That was quite, that was really, really cool. Very atmospheric, I felt like. Just saw like the wall collapsing around like the Massalians as they advance forward. There you go, into combat technically with the Massalians, with the Romans. Probably one of the worst charges I think I've ever seen. There you go. In they go. I mean, a very boring fight. I feel like the Romans need to give the attack order because the Hastati are not attacking, really. There they go. Massalia, I think, giving... I mean, he's probably better than not giving an attack order. His hoplites are better than just for holding. He needs support, really, in that fight. He might be able to win it just on one-on-one, but because they are very heavy against mediums. But some archfire wouldn't go amiss, that's for sure. Over on this side, pikes being dropped in first by Epirus. Big mistake in my eyes. Never send in your pikes first, because that's when the enemy has all their ammo. And things like towers and stuff like that haven't been captured. And yeah, I think they're actually getting just kind of killed off by the archer tower, to be honest, slowly but surely. We are seeing archers being brought forward. Peltasts, archers here. So these are Macedon's archers here. Whether they're going to shoot at the Hastati or whether they're going to shoot the pikes, who knows? We'll find out in a moment, I think. We have got a massive pike line as well being set up here. Levy pikemen being brought by Massel. Very cheap pikes. But they will do the job. But again, being committed kind of early. If the attackers bring forward their archers and start shooting them, they could just start dying in droves. Hastati are getting shot by archers. So that was the choice of target. And it looks like Rome winning over here. And he's been pushed back by Massalian hoplites. The exact same thing happened on this side here, and this battle went down a lot quicker. Like that, more Hastati here getting focused down. They're getting jabbed by Karanian axemen and also shot by archers. And yeah, that's another Hastati that is going to be killed off. These are just the meat shields, the taster of what Rome has to offer. We've got veteran legionaries, we've got armored legionaries. And I think I did see some Praetorians knocking about somewhere as well. Yeah, over here, Praetorian Guard as well in their purple capes, ready to go in. But that will certainly be an interesting sort of time to see these guys in action. I'm interested to see how many kills they will get, because they can get hundreds on their own. They can be game changers, arguably the best sword in the game. I mean, the game's named Rome 2 for a reason. Rome has to be the main character. When isn't Rome the main character, though? It's got very much main character like vibes. We've got Praetorians already been committed. Yeah, he's already sending in Praetorians here. They're winded as well. Send him in to go against Massalian hoplites. Again, sort of same thing, premise with like the pikes. Oh, that's definitely a pull through there. Which is only going to damage his unit. Oh, that's horrendous from Rome. Horrendous pull through there. Yeah, it's only going to damage his unit. He's going to start to lose troops from that. Massalia, look, he's doing okay. Whether we're going to see the after effects in a moment, I don't know. But yeah, again, same purpose as sending in your pikes early. Don't send in your elites in early. When the enemy has all of their ammo, and they will just start to focus you down.
Make them bleed.
Yeah, Praetorians there. They're doing okay. They are probably going to get slowly overwhelmed, I'd have thought. They've kind of pulled through, so technically they're being encircled, while also encircling. And let's see, Massalians are losing decisively, so there you go. They are the unfortunates from the pull-through there. More Praetorians going in. Yeah, Rome, actually, to be fair, all Rome sent in this direction was Praetorians. More Praetorian cohort. And yeah, Massalians losing that one as well, no surprise. Even when you don't need to cheat, the Praetorians will just rip through units. And there you go. You can see in the background, actually, the other Praetorian guard is sort of trying to pull out of combat.
Orders understood.
Also, thorax swords going in. Or Masson are trying to hold that line there. That Praetorian is starting to die, though, from being pulled in and out of combat. Is slowly suffering. Empress has started his offensive over here as well. Axe Warriors going in against the real spears. I'd imagine the Axe Warriors might win that one. Axes, like swords and axes, beat spears usually. Yeah, these Celtic warriors here should cut through some of Pyrrhus's warriors. Pyrrhus, not Pyrrhus's. I don't know what Pyrrhus would be. Yeah, and you see, actually, the Axe Warriors are losing. So the Thorio Spears. I think the reason they are losing is because the Illyrian levies are jabbing in. Again, I mean, this is the smart thing to do, what Empress is doing, sending in the cheap stuff first. Pikes are coming forward. I guess the Hastati got sent in first, and then Rome's like, well, this is all I have after this. After Hastati, it's the best troops money can buy. It did kind of escalate quite insanely. A major assault going on over here as well. Levy pikemen from the Macedonians being committed here as well. So they have pikes on both sides. I wonder what the rules was for pikes and stuff like that. They have one there. Is they just got the one there, or have they got two here? They have two here. So you've got, yeah, 3 pike units here. I mean, they're cheap pikes. They're not that insane. They are holding back the Romans so far. They are getting also focused on. They have like so little armor, and yeah, early commitment like this, I mean, it is using up a lot of ammunition that Carthage and Rome could be using elsewhere, but it also is killing off a very, very handy unit for the defenders here. Egypt doesn't look like he's had much in the way of fighting just yet. He's getting archers on these, Roman slingers on these walls, sorry, here. So he can try and shoot down. He should try and keep those up there and try and support his defense when the Rome eventually attacks him, because it looks like he's setting up for assault. The assault columns are ready. All the pikes are gone, but look at that Stakezilla going on here. We've got so many stakes. I mean, that's great, but there's no cav, apart from, like, some generals, which I guess is a good way to maybe catch out generals. Shame stakes don't do damage to infantry, because they would really. Like, if you just charge into them infantry, you're gonna impale yourself on a stake. It's gonna be pretty painful. It's gonna do some damage. But yeah, that front over there we just left kind of died down a lot. We've got pikes here. So actually, yeah, was that 4 pikes? It is. Masson did bring 4. They pushed back the Praetorians from here. I think they haven't entirely killed them. They've done some damage and forced them back. This one's still going. Really, Rome should just let Epirus do all the work here and then use his troops as like a backup, supporting of Epirus' assault.
Break the lines! Make them bleed! Kill! At the double!
Thorax going in. Sammonites forcing them back. The Sammonites have really good armor, 95 armor, really solid. They are hard to kill. Some of the ancient world's toughest troops. Side hoplites will try and stop them though. This, yeah, sort of crush continues here. So everything to be careful. He's going to pull through. I think he's giving the attack order to attack those Thorax. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of dodgy there from the Samnite player. Or from the Epirus player. Yeah, he's losing a lot of troops because of that. Thorax are doing okay. He's trying to get these peltasts, which I can understand, but you've got to kill what's in front of you first. He's running these peltasts down. Where the pikes can come forward? Oh, no, these are royal peltasts here. Send them forward. Let them deal with the Sammonites, who are dying quickly now. Them forcing their way through is breaking the line. Hold the line, men of Massalia. There you go, Levy Pikemen getting focused down here again. This is the problem with bringing your pikes forward so much, and they're getting great side shots of the Cretans here. And there's Levy Pikemen forced to withdraw. I don't think this is a great place for Massalia and for Masson to hold. Is allowing you to get side shots, and it's getting side and rear shots is so much more effective in Rome too. You just set up here, fire shots over the walls, kill a whole bunch of defenders. They'd be better off holding where they were originally in this choke point here. It looks like they're going to fall back even further though, maybe to the Royal Peltas. I don't know. I would keep giving ground. This is looking really weak, and Epirus is pretty much through, I would say. Pikes and Thorio Spears here are going to get through. I mean, they've got through with a bit of dodginess as well. That Sammonite there, it's just about a rout, but it's done its job. It's still got 133 kills even though it pulled through. So it has been a little bit of dubious cheating going on from the attackers here today. Praetorians are routing. Those Massalian hoplites actually managed to defeat them. I'm kind of impressed by that. Carthage has started its assault over here as well. Libyan infantry being held at bay by multiple Thorax swords. Thorax are probably slightly worse. Oh, Fiery Balls of Justice. We'll come back to that. Fiery Balls of Justice. Oh my gosh. Have they been just mincing this unit here? Sure, they'd be just shooting that with archers, not with artillery. Yeah, Thorax are definitely like weaker than Libyan infantry. Also, just look at cost. They're just the worst. But multiple of them might just about contain one Libyan infantry. We've now got 3, or okay, 2 thorax swords in there and a royal palace. It might be a bit overkill to try and just like all this. There's a lot of resources in there, and there's a thorax from Massalia, and that's a lot of overkill. I mean, especially when Rome is making a big offensive over here, and it's gonna be all hands on deck on this side. I feel like Egypt has started his defense over here as well, and he is losing. Veteran legionaries here. I mean, they're taking casualties. I'm surprised he's falling back. I mean, he's getting javied, yes, but I don't think it's anywhere. I mean, maybe he's falling back because of the Karanian axeman up here setting up, but he's nearly about to break through that thorax sword. But yeah, I mean, he's still getting javied. He's trying to form tortoise. I like that. I like that. Trying to save some lives and not getting hit by javi so much. Legions continue to push. Now we have the armored legionaries going in. The Lorica Segmenta, the iconic Roman look. Right. Desperately trying to hold him. If he can get side shots with javies, which I think is what Massalia is about to try and do here, he's going to try and just as many kills as possible. Javies is so important just to try and support and win fights that you have no right to win. Like this shield bearer here probably has no right to win against this legionary, but it is actually. It's because of javies, or maybe they are just better. Shield bearers. They are looking at melee attack. They are really not. Missiles here getting focused down. Massel maybe needs to think about pulling back his archers. Actually, maybe not. They're all out of ammo. Maybe a big mistake here from Carthage, just shooting archers without ammo. This is still holding nicely. We've got pikes in here as well now, levy pikes. Haven't got big kills, but they're, supporting, holding the Carthaginians at bay. Shield bearers are now losing. This is the grind match. Oh shit, this is a different one, isn't it? They're winning one and losing the other, so yeah. Don't really know why they're winning the one closer to the Massalians, but they are. Not winning this one. The eagle being held high. Love to see that. This is because this is the eagle cohort. That might have something to do with it. Eagle cohort is well, it's not better actually at all than the armored legionaries. It really isn't. We've got first cohort here, which is the Republican version of the Eagle cohort, just to add confusion. Thorax are losing. I don't know why they went in for that engagement. It was not needed to be taken. Got General over here. Hippias Lancers. They forced back Rome here as Egypt, so yeah, they've done pretty well here. Now they're actually Egypt's taking the offensive. Karanian Axemen with support of more Karanian Axemen on the wall above. Probably might start trying to beat these Samnites. Doing a fair amount of damage. Just keep jabbing this much stronger unit. They will eventually break through the armor, kill these guys off. Quite literally polar opposites in armor style. One literally given a tunic, the other actually has like breastplate, shoulder plates, and everything. They have 95 armor. How much armor does an armored legionary have? 95 as well. They're literally the same stats for armor as like some of Rome's best legionaries. More pikes coming in here. How many pikes did they bring? Or is this just the other one that never got committed? I don't know. And there are more pikes back here? Yeah, there are. Egypt brought a bunch of pikes as well. I mean, good to see they're bringing cheap pikes. I think it's a good way to try and defend. Cheap pikes is better than just bringing expensive ones. They die all the same anyway when you shoot them with archers. They die just as quickly. It's better to bring the cheap ones and then spend more money elsewhere. They need to push forward a little bit to the pikes. Yeah, here they come. Get back into the fight. And yeah, there you go. Carthage is disengaging. And this is what happens, you know, bringing pikes. You don't necessarily win fights, you just force the enemy back. Especially if you're playing for time, which I don't think they are in the length of siege that this one is. It is going to be a death match. Someone is going to die here. They're not going to time themselves out. Shield bearers holding the line. Alexander's finest troops. I think they are from that sort of, yeah, they are from like the Alexander sort of like era. Shield bearers. That's how they come about. Samnites here getting some nice side jabbers into the thorax. I think the thorax is going to try and disengage. Go for that. Don't know. It might do. It might not.
At the double.
There aren't many reserves left. Egypt has most of them. And he's got archers back here. I don't know if these have ammo as well. I'd start thinking about bringing these forward. And Kirani Axemen have actually been forced back here. I thought they were going to do okay, but the Samnites have actually overcome this obstacle. They could send another one up onto the wall, which I think is a good idea that they should probably start thinking about doing to try and stretch the enemy that way as well. There's a lot of Kirani Axemen actually being committed to these walls. Carthage has a lot of cav, interestingly enough, which I don't know why, but they do. Still got a few reserves. They've got the noble fighters and the sacred band to go, and so some of the cream of the crop of their army. Bounce power, though, is looking pretty even. It's still in favor of the attackers, but it's not impossible that the defenders can win this one. Yeah, some of the worst very heavy infantry taking on some of the very best very heavy infantry. How many kills these Thorax got? 77, yeah. I mean, they've probably been fighting some of the better infantry in the game, so props to them. The shield bearers hit 95, though, have outscored them. Yeesh. I mean, they do cost a lot more, the shield bearers, so you'd hope they would get more kills. Royal Peltas going in, finishing off these Romans here that have battled their way through this forest of stakes. And it doesn't look like they're going to get out of it alive, that's for sure. More Carthaginians go in. Samnite warriors being sent in. The army of mercenaries that Carthage can call upon. Looks like they're giving up this choke point here. Finally looks like, I mean, this has slowly been going poorly over here for Massalia. Epirus has been slowly breaking through. This is probably the only negative in what has been a pretty solid defense so far. Egypt is therefore having to bring troops over to this side because he's doing reasonably well on his flank. Oh, artillery here just hit the Massalian general. That was unfortunate. That was really unfortunate. It looks like Massalian's general's in the fight now as well. He's got his shield bearer general in here. Crown and Axemen up here again, just jabbing into this fight. They are helping the one on the ground to win this fight now. I'm surprised that like Carthage didn't just go up on wall. They could have just nullified this threat. Okay, actually they are up there. I take it back. Well done, Carthage. I'm blind. Some knights are up here, but it still doesn't matter because they've still got Rhodian slingers further down the line. They're shooting into the Samnites fighting on the wall, and this secondary unit of Karanians is the reason that the Samnites are winning down here. Cav has tried to smash its way through and actually might succeed as well. One of those rare occasions cavalry is actually of decent use in Rome 2. Certainly it pales in comparison to the power of cavalry in Attila. I always compare it to, just mainly because they're such similar titles. So Ptolemaic Cav going in, they are going to charge. Carthaginian cavalry and what remains of the infantry down there with the Samnites. This is risky though. Egypt still has a lot of troops. Those Koranians need to try and overtime and start jabbing in there, or get the slingers here to start shooting into this mess a little bit more. They are beating everything in this combat currently, but Carthage can always bring in more reinforcements to help that keep that cav pinned down. And Egypt still has a lot of his range back here as well, which is quite concerning that he's not bringing that forward. There'll be no army left for it to support if he didn't send it forward soon. Shield bearers are kind of encircling. I just realized that they've basically encircled the Carthaginians here. They've gone through this gap in the line, partly encircling the Sacred Band now coming in trying to bail out these Sammonites. But yeah, here come all of the elite Sacred Band coming forward. No naval fighters yet though. They are yet to be committed. They might get sent down this way to fight against the Egyptian general, which they probably should about doing. Secondary Carthaginian cavalry is in there fighting the Ptolemaic cav, which is losing that fight now. They send in that general, send in the Ptolemaic, the noble fighters of the Ptolemaic general, they'll win that. Hippias Lancers here fighting Rome. Rome's general, I don't know why they're not engaging Rome's, oh they are, just most of the bodyguards there. Salia though, yeah, chasing after that, it must come straight down the middle here. Rome could be in a bit of danger there, that's for sure. Pikes here, they're losing, but so the Royal Peltast. Egypt's Royal Peltast also losing as well. So many Royal Peltasts and Pikes down here. Like these guys have the same rosters as successor kingdoms. Royal Peltast versus Royal Peltast. Who will win? My money's on the Royal Peltasts. I think these pikes, yeah, he dropped his pikes as well out of phalanx. Artillery coming in as well. They brought their onager inside. We don't often see onagers, it's usually a ballista. Greek onager inside is just trying to knock out some units here, targeting that thorax sword. Carthage still got a decent amount of troops here. Still got a decent amount of living infantry. Send forward. And Macedon still has, well, he's got all his shield bearers. I was going to say he's still got an army, but these are all seen action. We've got a thin line of thorax now holding for Egypt here. But they are nearly through the Romans and the Carthaginians. The encirclement plan of Macedon did not pull off. Now a thin light blue line will hold. And it looks like Epirus's general has managed to save Rome's. He's scared him off. He's managed to also rout Thorax over here. This fight has seemed to have come to a stalemate as well. I can't say anyone's really won that. Epirus pulled back with what remaining forces he had. Egypt here is just about, well, he's just about alive. His pikes, and to be honest, his Thorax are in better condition. Archers get sent forward here. This is providing kills for the Roman general. And he goes. It's a bit of a risk though, just keep sending him in. General has died. That is Massali's general has just died there, charging in to try and save the Egyptian players' pikes. I don't think he even really needed to. Messiah, luckily, does not have much left. I think he has just his general left. So, oh no, he has these archers as well, which he's been suicidal with. At least the general's... He's getting kills, in fairness. Also charging range units of himself. The Hellenic Royal Cav over here, though, that needs taken out. And then they can deal with Epirus pretty easily, I'd have thought. I just don't know how it... Macedon, like, seems to have just endless reserves. I think he just keeps shifting stuff from left to right, so you just never know where his full strength is. Surprised Carthage has not continued this push here. One Coranian axeman, and you're through. They're fighting still on the wall over here. The Samnites are winning, no surprise. His Rhodian slingers, you'd hope so. Sacred Band fighting on here. I don't really know if I like their look in vanilla, like the purple. Sacred Band losing in the fight, kind of not surprised really. Spears do often come off second best of swords. Thorax I'm surprised at holding. Probably the Royal Pell that's doing the damage, or maybe the archers up here actually. Now Egypt's archers getting involved in this, firing into the masses of elites that are coming in here, the noble fighters and the Sacred Band. Again, I don't know why we aren't seeing a push maybe over here as well. Just a thin line of Thorax. If they just keep attacking in multiple places, they can probably stretch and break this line. Why Macedon's not attacked here? He needs to be aggressive. Just go through the archers. So the Onager, you know, doesn't just freely shoot at his troops. I mean, he's jabbing. Yeah, I can understand jabbing. The time of jabbing is over. The time of the sword is here. General here is going to pull through. Yeah, he shouldn't, but he's going to. And he's doing it to try and get that Greek Onager, and he's going to bait out the Hellenic Royal Cavalry. That general there, but he did not need to go in, just needed to sit the Thorax in. There you go, the Thorax kill all these archers, and then they get the artillery. And all of a sudden, Epirus is looking like he's gonna go. He's fought his damned hardest to get through this street, and he's not really made it further than to pretty much where he is now. He's gonna get some rear charges off here and some massacre, and this could, if his archers can hold, this could make a difference. Oh, he should not have pulled back through. Should have gone out and hit that Gallic Hunter. He's now got stuck in melee. Could lose his general here if he's not careful. Got pikes and swords just pinning that down. Oh, and I think that's Epirus losing his general. Yeah, his general's recently died, and he's going to master out here. This is exactly what I was saying. He should just bounce back out the way he came in. Pulling through a melee, not a good idea. And that's Epirus gone. Rome is pretty much gone as well. It is just Carthage left. The balance power is very much with the defenders. In go all of Rome's archers. Rome throwing in his final dice. The noble fighters up there with being one of the best infantry in the game. They are slowly getting through these shield bearers, which are battered. Be interesting to see. Let's have a look to see how many kills they've got. Well, not a lot. This one's got 33 kills. That's not done that great. 204 though. That's very good. 110, yeah, a good wide range there of kills. Still fighting in this forest of pikes, on the pike stakes. fighters still trying to get through. This is going to be where it's decided. Rome's archers will break here. We've got a battle of the generals over here. This Ptolemaic cavalry must be about to die. How is this not dead? Fighting the noble cavalry of Carthage down here. Need some archer support. I don't know if these Cretans have bows. Nope, they have just their daggers out, so it's going to be infantry support for them. We're going to see a Caranian axeman get sent that way. Evidently, Egypt pulled back all of his infantry to try and help the center, and he's now having to send it back this way because Carthage is sending his cav around the flank. The noble fighters are going to try and break their way through. They are winning these fights, and yeah, Macedon is low on morale. He's having to pop a load of rallies now in his phalanxes. He needs to send in these royal peltasts. Maybe he's just resting them up potentially before he sends them back in, which is not a bad idea. Cycling your troops, these noble fighters have no choice but just to stay in melee. Carthage has pulled back his general. I guess seeing the archers arrive, he's like, well, I don't want to stick around for that. And now Egypt's able to chase down Carthage's gen and his bodyguard, and that's going to obviously cost him troops. There you go. The Carthage's infantry there breaks. What just died? There's something just died. Was it Egypt's general just died, or was it Carthage's general just died? Don't know. There's an arrow being pointed, but it didn't say what was died. I don't even think it's Epirus's general. Army losses might come into this soon, though, and I was going to say, it won't be long until Carthage's general's died. He's currently in melee, and his infantry on the way to save the Egyptian general. And Epirus is going to be cheeky, and I think he's going to go for the cap point, which is right here. This is the cap point. Yeah, we're going to see if Epirus goes for that. That's going to be very cheeky. I don't think he can cap it while mounted. He'll have to dismount. Might be wrong. The Sacred Band make one last effort. There you go, the Egyptians slamming into the backcourt remains of Carthage here. Carthage's general has just routed, and we're going to see a mass rout there. And that is today's battle, and it certainly was a close one. There was not a lot left. A costly victory indeed for Massalia. Pretty much was not on the battlefield by the time this one was done. Crawford sending this one in as Massalia. So thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. Much appreciated. It really was a close one. He got 253 kills with his general here. 179 kills with the Gallic Hunters, 149, 145 with some other ones there. And then we got the Celtic Warriors with 105 kills. Got Massalian Hoplites 121, 134, 186. Actually doing reasonably well for Hoplites. It was very good for Hoplites, really. Thorax Swords getting 160 kills, 103. It's not too bad. Then we have Jaeger playing as Macedon. The Shield Bearers doing, like I said, a wide variety of 216 and 142 is not too shabby. Royal Peltask in 227, 177, 224. Pikes, yeah, not doing a lot, but absorbing a lot of ammo, which doesn't really show, but is very important in this one. Thorax Swords, 306 kills is insane for them as well. 161 with the other there. And he had 5 archers. I don't know if that was a rule break or what, but yeah, 119 kills, the best there. Diego playing as Egypt, getting 117 kills with the Ptolemaic cavalry. And then Rhodian Sling is getting 180, 186 kills, and his archers getting 143 kills. The reason I say that it's maybe in a rule break is just the typical archer a number or range number is 4, which is, as you can see, what Diego has here. Thorax Swords, 210 kills, 129, 129 with some more there. And then we have, yeah, Caranian Axemen, 115. With Galatian Royal Guard, didn't even see them. And evidently they didn't do a lot. They got 81 kills. 317 kills with the Royal Peltas there. And then Pikes getting 123 kills. It's not also too bad. Oh, 25 kills. And then we have Reski here playing as Rome, 109 kills with his general's bodyguard. And then his slingers actually outscoring his archers by a lot, getting 248 kills, 117 with another there. Armored legionaries getting 199 kills. First cohort, 202 kills, proving they are the best of the best. Praetorian Guard getting 205 as well, also proving they are the best of the best. And 192 kills, and then the veteran legionaries 124 kills. And we have Camille Lazus playing as Carthage, 202 kills with the slingers there. His artillery getting 114 kills. His archers 241 kills, 227. His living infantry, the best, getting 144. His noble fighters getting 191 kills, 197, 245 with the Samnites, and his sacred band getting 133 kills. And we have Noleg playing as Epirus, getting 125 kills with his Greek onagers. Archers getting 135, 157 kills. He only actually brought 3 archers and didn't bring a 4th. Instead brought an onager, which I guess maybe they count as range. I don't know. Samnites getting 133 kills. Pikes also really struggling, getting focused down, as most were in this game. Royal Peltas getting 143 kills, 114. 115 kills with the Thoria Spears, and actually another Royal Peltas getting 171 kills is not too bad either. But there you go, guys. That is today's Rome 2 siege. Hopefully it's healed you of any sort of illnesses, and the doctor will approve. If you want to see any more Rome 2 action, do check out some of the videos appearing on your screen now. But until next time, I'll see you later. Bye for now.